Greetings. I'm enjoying this. I'm running a little bit behind. Greetings. So there's Ninth Dimension. Ninth Dimension what is another story. Well, we'll just figure that out. Pleiadian white body and 12th dimensional sun. Let's follow the 12th. I didn't want to use dimension twice, but I felt 12th dimensional sun, so sure, why not? Whatever that means. Sure. So usually this goes to Twitter, and I guess they changed something, so I gotta figure that out. Not that anybody's there anyway. This goes to Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, but right now it's just going to Facebook and here. So I gotta fix that afterwards. Might as well get it out. Oh, long story there. So people are wondering about the week, where things are going. It's another slow week. Upcoming week. It doesn't feel like it's going to be all that adventurous. There might be some things, like I say, here and there. But whatever was supposed to happen in September is not happening. And it was a major blackout in Afghanistan. So, wherever they manufacture, they've been doing some of that recently. Whatever works. Like a manufacturer events, or just all of a sudden the news cares about certain things, which they usually don't care about anything. So how convenient. Nice of them to start caring. But yeah, this week seems pretty, October. Yeah, who knows? October might have some. Who knows? Right now, well, there is this. I might as well put, this came up earlier today, so I might as well. I'm not going to put this in the title, though. Like with Biden, not that I care about Biden, but yeah, I don't, it's not clear. I think I mentioned this before, but just to put it out there. Of course, I'll probably never find this video ever again, but they might, there's timelines of where he's no longer in power. But I don't think Campbell, whatever her name is, the vice president is going to get it either. So who knows? Before the end of the year, if anything is going to happen. Now, who knows? None of that might happen, but yeah, I'm not putting my whole. And it's funny when Trump's on, he still acts like a president, even if he's he's all very presidential. So that should tell you, like a shadow president, you can say. At least the vibe I'm getting from that. So it's kind of like the hidden president. He's doing something. It might not be much, but he's doing something. Not that we're really seeing the effects of it. But yeah, I don't want to make this about politics or anything, but I just want to put this out there in case something does happen. If I'm wrong, that's fine, because nothing is clear. But there's possibly that Biden might have a health problem. I mean, you can imagine him lasting 4 years. I mean, what are they going to dose him with? You never know. He's not looking good right now. So, I mean, they're having him cough and all that. So it shows maybe they'll just pull him out of office and put somebody else there. So maybe somebody totally different. Which most likely will happen. I don't think it's going to be military. There's always a possibility of military, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, they manufacture these events. They have that missing girl. All of a sudden, in the news, if you're paying attention, all of a sudden the news cares about that stuff like that, which they don't give a shit usually. Which that stuff happens all the time. So it's just propaganda. So same thing to do with the presidential situation. It's possible. Nobody really knows. I mean, when it comes to world events, even the presidency who's going to win, it's still obviously some people get right on. Some of us don't like the results that we're seeing. But Yeah, to say again, yeah, Biden, it might be a health issue, most likely. Uh, and maybe, or is there, I don't know. I can't imagine it going to be like some huge stage event or anything like that. Um, well, it'll be an event, but nothing like, huge. But who knows? We're at a strange time, so anything can happen at this point. So who knows? It's all up in the air. Okay, avatar.com, private sessions. Shop here on the 13th for some people, not everybody. Some still on the 7th. I'm on September 7th for some people. I'm still fine. Same situation here, webinar, social network behind the scenes. And the mystery school, finally have it on there, mystery school, and also have the logo finally, because I'm trying to look special. Just did upload there, and another one is coming hopefully tomorrow if I have any energy. So far, who knows? Okay, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, my energy has not been the best recently. Yeah, work is not helping. Yeah, we'll see. Things got to change eventually. So, yeah, I did a miracle at work recently. Technical issues and not worth getting into. So, all right, blessings. All right. Hopefully, some of this is helpful in your daily life or someone's daily life. Blessings. Greetings to you. We are energies from the ninth dimension. It is not yet perfect in our reality. Some might think of our realms as no issues, no problems. But we are watching worlds like yours, educating our people. Well, because we are finding the problems on your world are on ours or our reality. But we don't give into our vices, our difficulties like you do here. So just because you're a ninth dimensional being does not mean you don't have issues within yourself. It's in you, but you don't act on it. So you have darkness, but you can't get rid of it because the frequency is so high. You know better not to give into it. Or dimensional beings cannot exist in that realm. So when you come into a third dimensional level, all your darkness comes out. It all just flies out of you. You might not be the happy of the results, but it is a cleansing. Just not an easy one. Especially when you have a lot of power and you abuse it. So yes, higher dimensional beings, they come into your world, and some of them lose it. Not all, but quite a few of them. You say they let go of their vices, but they experience them, and they get crazy here. And they control realities or situations until karma comes back. A lot of your elites here on your planet are of the higher dimensions. You can say they're also trained to how to control a world like yours. Now you can look at it from different points of view, but some of them, they know humans have to go. Yes, getting rid of the elites is not going to work. Healing humanity will. As humanity slowly finds itself, figures itself out. You no longer need an elite here, but yelling at the elite isn't going to do anything. For humanity to rise above its own difficulties, heal it. Yes, you're going to have problems here, but You can heal those that are controlling your earth on many different levels. That's entirely up to you. At least your collective, your earth collective. There's always going to be difficulties with the soul. There's always going to be something to learn. This world just brings more out of it than most, out of you. On multiple levels, some of you are questioning your existence here, is to clean yourself out. Yes, there's more to it than that. But a lot of it's just doing an energy cleanse. Because even in higher dimensions, you build up darkness, but you don't act on it. Now, there is areas within the higher dimensions that are dark, and some beings do act on it, and they become, yes, quite dark. But usually, higher dimensional beings don't act on it, normally. So it's hard for a lower dimensional being to connect to. You have a choice. You go from a higher frequencies to a lower, but the lower and higher and ninth dimension can still be very high. You can also go to the 10th dimension at the lower level. I mean, it's a lower dimensional energy, but some look at it differently. Well, some see the dark side, as you know here, as more powerful. So you're getting more to know yourselves in this realm. Well, eventually you'll understand how important this world is. It's not easy to see at this point because you're still going through your own difficulties, but later on, you'll be able to see higher dimensional frequencies coming through. You also see objects being created from your mind. They'll show up in your hand. Whatever object that is, to share your knowledge. So higher dimensional beings that are connecting to on all kinds of levels of basically warning you, because yes, many to get pulled into your Earth's frequency level. They're never the same again. That's not always a bad thing. A soul transitioning to some, if they have to go into darkness, that is where they need to go. If that's where they end up. And some of a lot of higher dimensional beings have taken roles on this earth that nobody wants to do. But you take the villain role and you help humanity evolve. Yes, everybody might hate you and disgust of you, but you also change the world at the same time. There's more to it than that. Whereas higher dimensional learning, you'll find out that some of these are higher dimensional beings that you love more than anything have had darker lifetimes on this world. A lot of them, not all of them, have to do with helping humanity evolve. Push the corner, open up doorways to soul existence so you can go much more, because humanity, yes, it's slow. It does not always want to move forward, but there are situations where they have no choice. And some of you incarnate in those positions. Kind of like the teacher with the yardstick. Kind of like that. Well, you just know that it's necessary. And over time, you realize how this planet assisted with the evolution of the reptilian race. I mean, you help them become what they are today. Even if they are vicious on your world, you help them evolve to that point. So it says a lot about your world. Yes, your darkness went into them. Well, some of it did. They can't even handle your darkness. They can to a certain extent. But yes, this world made them dark, you can say, technically, depending on the situation. Made them self-obsessed. It's like they became automatic teachers on this world. They saw the human flaws and they exploited it. So you're coming to a turning point where fourth dimension is become more seen, where you see these beings. It's just a gradual upgrade. It's not something that's going to happen fast because it has to happen within you. When is that timeline open? Yes, you can also bring in third dimensional alien energies, but I feel like more of you connected to their frequency level is much easier. So there's no time frame for anything. It's where you want to go. Greetings. We are the Pleiadians. So yes, we are connected to realms where the body, yes, is perfect. With DNA, is that the right amount where, yes, everyone's a supermodel or something around those lines, where you are at the body type that you want. Without the manipulation of other energies, yes, there's a lot of chemical warfare is happening on the earth, as you can see. So our frequency levels can only work with humanity so much. We're also very connected to the vegetables, the plants, of course, the fruit energies. Actually, the beings from Vega are very connected to your Earth's fruit. Pleiadians are normally connected to your vegetables, normally. I mean, to help you grow them. I mean, fruits are usually just, yes, of course, they're just grow themselves normally, but not always. But in our energy field connecting to you is basically as healing the heart chakra. Clearing out sickness is normally in the root. Normally, but not always. Some of you are just oddballs. You know who they are. But you get sick, and a lot of that sickness goes to your crown chakra where you can't connect. There's a lot of energies going on in astral also for more an awakening on your planet, more of a type of disclosure, but in a way that's healthy for humanity. Like books and materials, because you might be ready, but the rest of the world is on their training wheels at this time. I believe those training wheels fell off, but the bike isn't going anywhere for some of your society. There's just another level of evolution that has not been fully discovered here. It's going to find it through you, many of you, that are here to just shift the frequency levels. Basically, one day you'll be able to speak your mind when the time is right. So connecting to your light body, yes, is all in what you eat, of course. The less heavy foods, the better. Of course, everyone's going to have their cheat day, of course. But we see a reality on your earth where more people are fit. Because yes, the lighter you are, the higher frequency you can achieve. That's up to you. Some of you are grounding energies, but you need a little bit of weight on you for various different reasons. Yes, it has a lot to do. Yes, you'd be surprised how much you're. Yes, I know we're talking about. Well, we're talking about the body. A person's weight has a lot to do with where they are at in that time frame, but also sometimes it's to keep you away from people, or is there to connect you with people? No, it just your body size plays a big role. But it's the way how you look. It's salesmanship, you can say, attraction, as some will call it. It just why some people wonder why this is happening now. Well, what is like the body form? Why is it the way it is? Well, it usually has a deeper reason for it, and sometimes it's to kind of push people away, so you can work on yourself. So, without going into details of that, well, why some people have weight problems is because they need to work on themselves. The more you do that, the more you release, depending on the situation, not always. There's different scenarios for everyone. But many of those that are, yes, going within, yes, need a lot of time with themselves. It's kind of connecting to your crystal cave within your own energy field. Shift yourself to a different reality where you just feel that you are. How you hear yourselves usually is just the higher frequencies, the realities that are connected to parallel realms. Well, it gives you power to be here because many would rather just snap their fingers and be somewhere else. But because you're needed here, you're anchored, from other realities that keep you here for the most part. Some of you remember, yes, positive realms, realities, alien worlds. It just seems so perfect. Well, guess what? You are there. There's another side of you that is there, mostly on vacation, usually. What's interesting enough, though, that world is like 5 minutes. They're living 5 minutes. You're living a whole lifetime. So they might have went to the pool on another high vibrational world, and you entered Earth and you're here for 70 years. But you're experiencing that whole time where they're at the pool or having fun or whatever, and they could be there for like an hour. And then at the end of the hour, you exit. Your life is over here. It's 70 years old, 80, whatever it might be. So another way of looking at experience, maybe it's hard for those of the physical realm to accept that, but how many of them are truly multidimensional? Mostly none. Or all. And why would they think multidimensional? What would be the point of that? They can't see it. Oh, but you can. And the things that you bring entertainment to, you are seeing those parallel worlds. Usually you see it within yourself, but there are other ways of finding it. And in these high vibrational worlds, do they have sickness? Actually, they do. There's always a way of getting sick, but not like this planet. A lot of times it's the energy of somebody else that made you sick, as maybe you do experience here. Blessings. Greetings to you. I am the sun at 12th dimension, and you are a world of, yes, great confusion. Well, the sun energies, yes, is a single consciousness, but of course there's many consciousnesses connected to it, which also creates the collective energy. Not necessarily a hive mind, but when you're a sun being, an actual sun, you'd be amazed how many people you connect with. You know, different beings, they connect to your frequency level, you create a reality within that sun energy. You might have children with that person, or you might, whatever it might be. As a sun energy, there's just multiple experiences there. And some of you can probably trigger and remember. This might be a little bit too much for some people, for now at least. In the future, all of this makes sense. Yes, because it's all energy. As many of you know, you're not always fully believing the energy, or not fully understanding all of it. Yes, whatever comes into your mind normally, like a reality or some kind of feeling of existence somewhere, most likely it is real somewhere. Did you create it? Well, if you continue to think about it and it feels real to you, most likely it's real. And yes, there are some that they're always questioning if it's real or not. Well, then there might be some falsehoods about it, but not necessarily entirely. It is a tricky, it depends on the individual's energy level. If it's already at a low frequency, it's hard to trust. If you're healing a lot of your frequency level, you can see a little bit more clearly. But as a 12th dimensional sun, we feel like a grandfather to your earth. It has brought many beings to your planet that cause all kinds of mayhem. But that was the point. It's like this world was made with strength. Why not use it? It's a strong world. Yes, it can be easily manipulated and taken down, but is protected from that. It just goes much deeper than other planets. There are other worlds similar to this to a certain extent. But yes, many are having difficulties here, of course, because beings want you off the planet. They don't want you helping it. But many of you are. This world, yes, is kind of like a sun also. It might not look like a sun, but it is a sun. It's a third dimensional sun. It's actually more powerful than your sun that you're seeing in your sky. If this world had to be a sun at all, because it's going into its darkness, it's willing to just allow that experience. And with that, your light actually shines brighter because you're removing a great deal. So most of you will not take this knowledge from this world. You might have a more higher dimensional experience, but this world is etched into your energy field in some ways, not entirely, but the memory, it's still there. and it's going to continue to get stronger. So realize this, our message isn't exactly for everyone, but 12th dimensional sun energies with your earth shifting into that frequency level. Is it there now? Well, some that are living a humbled life actually are preparing this earth. Yeah, spiritual, but not very spiritually aware of all their abilities. They're actually preparing the sun to go into a sun transition. There are realities where this world is seen as a sun already, and your current sun is actually a planet. So I'll give you another. Yes, you do not have a moon. Of course not. The moon would be moved somewhere else. You no longer needs it. It's still used somewhere else, but now the moon does have an attachment to this earth. So if the moon is removed, yeah, it's going to cause. There's a love affair between the earth and the moon. Is a love affair. Breaking that up is not going to be the easiest. Or there are other ways of going about it. But your sun is your earth is transitioning into a sun frequency level. Yes, you have some time for it, but some of you will probably see it already. Right? Change your lifestyle. There are higher dimensional beings that see this place as the sun already. You actually see it as a silver planet. Energy is similar to Mercury. The world is very similar to that, but larger, at least in higher dimensional realms. So, yes, when you connect to your sun's frequency level, what about this earth and its sun energy? The central sun, once again, is more powerful. It actually balances the universe's energy. It's just not always making itself clear how it does that. Well, because it's like a refugee planet. It's asking for all these different beings to come in here to incarnate, to really change the levels of the earth. So, let's see.